Is there a gap? What is the high on this candle? 45, 44, 595, and low on this one is 44,601. How many points? It's close to 6 odd point gap is there. So this is the risk now. This is the risk. Okay, there is a breakout and everything, but the problem is going to be with the gap here. And does the Nifty has a gap? No. Nifty is absolutely, they are moving in, but absolutely no gap. There's always going to be a problem. Though I wouldn't say it is still falling, it is somewhere around that 70-80 mark, but we will see. Guys, don't try to chase when you have this kind of a data. Now, people who are asking me, Shiva, like in this scenario, what are the things which I needed to watch? Many people think that on the chart it is looking bullish. There are few things which is against us. What are that? First and foremost, there is a gap formation. That means they can come down to fill the gap. Next, whether you will be chasing the gap, I wouldn't be. Why? Because the gap at the juncture, it is a large candle. What can happen is it can be a trap move also. It can move 200, 300 points and then it can come down and then make a move. Again, when there is a gap formation, if it is already going with the volume, wait it out. Wait it out. See what they are willing to do. Next, what is the trending OI data suggesting? 1.37 to 90. Is it bullish? Though the data and everything is suggesting you to be bearish, still this one is not giving you the confirmation that it wanted to move higher. What has happened here? What kind of OI data is suggesting you here? It is short covering. Perfect. Now, when the short covering is happening here, what is that which we wanted it? This is a golden crossover or just a crossover? Just a crossover? We needed the follow up. If imagine if it would have been a golden crossover, we could have taken a trade here with a stop loss somewhere around this level. But considering it's just a crossover, I'm looking for the double confirmation. I'm looking for the double confirmation. In the meantime, see the mid cap Nifty, what it has done. Is it going for the gap? Looks like it, right? All the people who would have been writing, they all would have been in a soup by this, because it has moved from 8968 to 9035 now. Wow. This is getting into crazy. Will the Bank Nifty be able to give you the two candle theory? So what is a golden crossover and normal crossover? A normal crossover is super 10 piercing the VWAP. But if it is a golden crossover, both WMA and super trend will pierce together. Do you see the difference here? This is a golden crossover. Both your WMA and your super trend piercing together with the volume. The market is falling here. Now, on the Bank Nifty, it is moving higher, but with just a crossover. Usually, even a crossover is a good one. But unfortunately, the trending OI and everything is against. Now the data is changing, but still it is bearish, right? It is still higher side on the call side. Look at the Nifty. Still it is higher, 286 to 123. Look at the mid cap Nifty, which is having an expiry 565 to 350. This is crazy. This is crazy. They are just literally trapping the people on both the sides today. This is not going to be a good news. If you are thinking that, it is like a not absolutely not a good news today. Guys, please be careful. Today is the day wherein they can do all these works. I would sincerely wait it out to see whether they have a bigger potential to do it, and then we will take a call. Just observe, observe, observe. Watch this candle. No, I wouldn't be looking to take a contra trade also at this juncture. So how to identify a false breakout? I wouldn't say this is going to be a false breakout. When it will be a false breakout? When it is moving higher with the volume. Sorry about that, guys. There is a minor call which came in. Okay. So there is absolutely no follow up. This is not going to be a good news. Okay. So imagine if you're a bull who's trying to do it, I wouldn't be still be very keen. Why I wouldn't be keen? I just needed the moves to be happening with the volume. You can clearly look at mid-cap Nifty both are on the other side, and Bank Nifty is the only one which is trying to initiate the position on the upside. But even here, these guys are not getting the move. Now, see this mid-cap, whether it is a crossover again, this is a golden crossover, but here the WMA is already piercing. I would have loved to see these two piercing together on this candle when the market is moving higher. This is good because today we are seeing the the mid-cap Nifty moving higher with the volume. They are creating some fence positions at the lower level and everything is playing out. But the bigger problem is whether they will be able to sustain it and then take it higher. I think this is all market is purely moving based on the expiry expectations, and I think nowadays the market can be easily manipulated with one or two large candle. Always remember, when you don't have the follow up with the large volumes, then it is always going to be a risky one. It's always going to be a risky one. I would sincerely wait for this blue line to take out because this is the area wherein the previous day the fall started. So naturally, the bears will try to protect this level once. If they are able to take this level out, then we might see a positive move happening. By this time, the OI data will also get changed. Whether they are going to be getting the change, let's see that. Let's see that. Guys, look at this option chart. This is going to be very scary now. Okay, so this went up to 1 rupee and then now it has gone almost to 15 odd rupees. This one from almost 11 odd rupees, probably somewhere here 6, went up to 82. Now it has gone below that 20 and 15 odd mark. And look at this in the last few minutes, the OI is reducing drastically. If you look at 9025 strike, look at the way the OI jumped from 11 lakhs to almost 70 lakhs. Now it has fallen to 40 lakhs. The price has moved from 3 to almost 31. I think this is going to be sellers' nightmare like crazy. The sellers don't like this. They just wanted to move the options premiums to move in one particular way and they don't want to jump above the VWAP. This is exactly a problem. If they are selling a small one here, went up to 60, now it is coming back, and they will be in a worry thinking that whether this is going to be bouncing again from these levels. Okay, so it's always going to be a tough call. It's not going to be a good news. I think they are just playing for the mid-cap expiry today. Guys, like nowadays, what has been happening is the concentration is moving from one index to the index at which it is trading. So if you look at Friday, I was just reviewing the volume on Friday for the Sensex. Earlier, we used to contribute across Nifty, Bank Nifty, like in Sensex was not there, Nifty, Bank Nifty, and so on. Now, Sensex has attracted 70% of Nifty and Bank Nifty volumes on Friday. That is pretty huge with only limited brokers available to Sensex. I think it is getting into more like in a gambling. Even for me, I feel literally like I'm scared for some of the small players because small players will be getting used to this kind of a volatility. They will try to risk large capital, thinking that it may reward. Yes, it may reward 1 or 2 times, but they might fail 10 out of 8 times, and then they will literally lose out on large money. So if you look at this particular candle, 9050 is a low and they almost went up to 9048. Not bad. Even for a small index, they are trying to fill the gap. And we have a gap here as well. Yes, this VWAP will act as a support. Possible. But the problem here is near to the VWAP, we also have a gap. Correct. Guys, keep a close track on the trending OI today. To me, it looks more like in a writer's paradise. And look at this mid-cap Nifty now. from 5.87 to 2.76. Now it has almost bridged the entire gap, almost of 3 or 4 crore which was there. Now it is only 60 lakh difference between call and the put. This is going to be crazy. This is not ideally a situation where buyers can dominate from here. When you see the OI data is almost similar on both the sides, there is a possibility that the index can be staying at that particular level and both the call and the put premiums can be eroded from here, whatever that is left. Let's see what is the premium that is left on midcap. Hardly anything, but call side premiums are a little higher now. Great. There is a possibility we might get to see some pullback. Okay, already the pullback is getting started. Are they heading towards that gap filling area? Always remember, any vertical rallies, when it is not followed up with volume, there is a possibility of getting into like in a gap filling and everything possible. But today is a little tricky compared to other days. I would say today is a little tricky day. It's not like in a straightforward move, which I can say like, and you will be able to play with confidence and then you will be able to make money. Always remember, whenever the index moves in a particular direction, if it is not moving with the volume, please, please, please stay light. Looks like almost the gap filling is about to be done. Can you see what is happening here? When it is trying to do the gap filling, is it falling with the volumes? Is the gap is almost getting filled? What is the high here? 45, 595. What is the low here? 4560. What is the low here? 45600. We just needed that. Another 5 more points on this one. Are they going to be doing it or no? I'm just waiting for the gap to get filled in case if they wanted to take this market higher. First and foremost. Anyway, I wanted to go with the trend. I'm just waiting for the trend to emerge with the volume. And I'm just going to be keenly looking for the trending OI data for me to take a trade on the upside. But they're not adding any positions on the put side. That's what is crazy now. If you look at the mid-cap Nifty, they have completely changed the script, right? From almost 5.9, it has come down to 4.6. Here from 2.5 or 2.2, it has gone to 4.4. If they are able to continue to maintain this momentum, soon you will be seeing this index is going to be getting into the bullish stage. But for Nifty and the Bank Nifty, they are not doing anything. They just needed to move it because it is 1.2 to 80. There is not much coming down on the call side. There is not much increase happening on the put side as well. And what does that mean? Someone's order is not getting fulfilled. That's the reason they are dragging it back to get it towards that territory. And the most important clue, what you're getting it. Now, the market is trying to inch up higher. And we are looking at the IVs on the call side is much better than the put side IVs, which is a good sign. But can you notice one thing? What has been happening here? Premiums on both call and the put is getting crushed. As an intraday buyer, if you're buying something both on the call or on the put side today, do you think you will be able to make money? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. These are the days. People ask me, right, Shiva, like, how come I can identify that this is the day wherein I needed to stay light? The market is giving you all the clues. Guys, always look at the future chart for the gaps, not the spot chart, because the future is the traded instrument, not the spot. And that too, we are only looking at 3 minutes. So perfect support here, perfect support here. Today is going to be a D-day for both Nifty and the Bank Nifty. Imagine if the Nifty is going to break this level, then the immediate support is somewhere around 19,000 odd levels. There is a possibility we might see a sudden quick move heading towards this territory, and I'm also expecting this gap to be filled. Okay, so this particular gap was filled. This is on a daily candle gap. This got filled when it came here. I was expecting the gap also to be getting filled here. So in case if they are not doing it, there is a possibility we might head towards a 19,000 odd levels in the upcoming days. So today, that's the reason it's going to be a D-day for both Nifty and the Bank Nifty. They are at a crucial levels. Even for Bank Nifty, if you look at it, there are plenty of gaps which is existing, especially the one which got created in the month of March. Towards a March month end expiry, if you have seen, the next day there was a huge gap up. It closed on 39,700 odd levels. It went up to like at 4,500 as an opening. So that gap is pretty large one, but we have 200-day moving average and everything well before that. Yes, still the gap is there. Guys, OI premium on trending OI, sorry, on other indices today, it's not going to matter much, though the premiums on the call side is higher because of the IV levels. Only when you see a high IV level, the premium will also be higher on that particular side. That's what you are seeing it. But on the mid-cap Nifty, which is having an expiry today, you are seeing only very low premiums because the index value is also lower and you see the IV, like in the premiums are also lower. Let's see. They literally almost fill the gap here. And moreover, it is getting into no trading zone, which is your VWAP and your super trend. Whenever it is trading between this particular territory, there is heavy possibility that it is going to be trading in a very narrow band. But I think today my focus is going to be more on the mid cap Nifty with the way it has been moving. It has filled the gap, it has been moving higher. And the interesting thing is, it is also coming up with volume. Someone is trying to buy the mid cap index at the lower level. They thought from here the mid cap index can only move upwards, and they are trying to buy it. Is it going to be a trap? How will we know? Trending OI. 4.76 to 4.2. I would love to see these guys. They can unwind the positions big time. Let's keep the mid-cap Nifty here. Literally giving up all. It has almost, if you look at 9,050, it went from 6, went to 82. Now it is back at 11. And look at this, from 28, went to a high of 43, went to a low of 1 rupees, back at 20 rupees. Wow. Volatility. That's volatility for you. That's volatility for you. Guys, it just keep on doing it, making it going to be very difficult for the sellers to survive today. If you are a seller, especially on mid-cap Nifty, it has opened in the flat territory, went 1% lower, more than 1% lower. Now it is almost gaining almost flat territory. This is getting huge. This is getting huge. So if I'm looking at mid-cap Nifty, the strike which I will be looking to see is 8975 or 9000 would be the best bet, or 929025. These two strikes, 9000 would be a best bet because it is hardly having a 9 or 10 rupee premium. That's it. So in this scenario, imagine if this is continuing to grow, and then if it is coming back near to the support territory, this will be an excellent opportunity for me to buy this. Guys, keep a close eye on the trending OI, because today you're going to be seeing that. What is the topic which we are going to be seeing? The first topic is going to be the trending OI crossover. How to trade trending OI crossover, because this is going to be giving you the clue on how you needed to trade. What a day to witness everything going to be in live. So first and foremost, what is trending OI crossover? It is a concept that let the traders identify the trend and trade the trend. A crossover being self-explanatory because it is indicating the shift in the direction. That means from one side to another side. Many people ask me, right, sure, how to identify the shift in direction. That is something which we are going to be looking at in Midcap Nifty today. But already it is getting into the overbought territory. Please be careful. Don't try to go for any fresh buying when you see the RSI extremely overbought. In option language, we would call shift of strength from one side to another, more specifically from bulls to bear or bear to bulls. So trading OI itself is a wonderful feature, but in highlighting that, we also given you a crossover strategy using the trending OI. Okay, and most importantly, this is a strategy which can give you a clue where exactly the big money is moving intraday. Okay, where exactly the big money is moving intraday. So here, what are the things which we will watch? Change in the OI and also slope of change in OI sentiment will give you the confidence and conviction. I'll be showing you the chart as well now. The trending OI trade setup is simple, tagging along with the big money by watching two line moves. Yes, I'm telling you it is going to be a simple one, but it is going to be an important one wherein how you read the data. How you read the data. A crossover happens when one side gives up or squares off their position and the other side add to their existing position. That means if the market is moving higher from the lower level, that means the writers on the call side, they need to square their position and add more positions on the other side. Both of these can be tracked in trading OI. A strong momentum can be identified when the change in OI percentage is high on both the sides. Can you see this? Change in percentage is high on both the sides. What has happened now? From 450, it has gone to 350. This one has gone from 360 to 460. This is exactly which we are going to be looking at. What is the clue here? What is the clue here? Can you see this? This is what is called as a crossover. Trending OI crossover. The OI in the morning on the call side has been continuously going higher and higher. That means the riders are creating more positions on the call side. Put side, they did a short covering and then started to go higher, 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 higher. Something which was trading at 1.4 crore. Now it is at 4.6 crore. Call side, it went to 5.9 crore. Now it has come down to 3.4 crore. This area, what you see, this is called as the crossover. Now, the market is giving you a golden opportunity to take a trade. So in this scenario, imagine I'm just going to be taking a trade on 9,025. I think sometime back it was like trading at 50 or 60 levels. Now it has gone to 90 odd levels. I'll also open up the chart. From 3 rupees, it has gone to 83. And from 83, it has come to 67, 60 odd levels. Now, what is the RSI is doing here? RSI is still above that. So what I will do is, I'll take a small trade here, considering it is just heading towards the territory. I'm just going to be adding some more positions. As the RSI is doing a cool off, I will be taking more and more positions in that one. Guys, any dip today, this is the index which I'm going to be concentrating so that you guys will know what we are looking for. So we have taken around 1,350 at 66. I'm just looking for it to cross at 70 mark to trail this one. It has already done that. I'm just going to be keep trailing it. So what is that which I'm trying to do? Based on the crossover, I'm taking the trade. This is a trending OI crossover trade. So every move from here, I'm going to use that opportunity to take a trade. Why? If you look at it, the sentiment was negative in the morning. Now it has scaled up above the level. OI on the put side is keep rising. OI on the call side is falling. OI on the put side is falling. No, this is the OI on the put side rising. Call side OI is falling drastically. And our position, it is keep moving higher and higher. Almost we got around 10K on this trade. It got triggered. The positions is closed. So for 20 lakhs, with a small risk which we have taken, we have already achieved more or less the target. Now, where exactly the entries can be taken now? RSI needed to cool off. It is already above 80, but still we are not sure like what is the correct RSI levels. Considering it's a new index, I'm just going to be looking for some more months. But any move towards the super trend and the VWAP, it will be a golden opportunity. And moreover, I'm taking in the money, not a OTM strike. Okay, just start looking for that. Just start looking for that. Any dip, guys, we are not going to be getting much of dip. Whenever you see this crossover happening, you wouldn't be seeing much of dips happening. Good news is the OI on this side is going higher and higher. Let me see 9,050 as well. The OI has significantly jumped. That means this is clearly heading towards the zero territory. And here the OI from almost 1.2 has come down to 35 lakhs. Every dip would be an opportunity for me to buy on this one as well. But considering the OI has just been moving and shift of direction, this is what I wanted it, shift of direction. Can you see this? Just click this button to get the graphical view from 4.5.8, 5.9, 4.7, 4.9, 3.4. What I wanted, I don't want the OI alone to reduce on one side. I wanted the OI also to increase on the other side from 2.2, 2.6, 2.9, 3.3, 3.6, 4.3, 5 crore now. Day high. Both the sides you are getting a day high. That is exactly what you are going to be learning in today's concept called trending OI crossover. To simplify this, we need the momentum and we needed to see a drastic fall in OI on one side, equally or more build up in OI on the other side. Guys, I can't give you much better example than this in the live market. You are able to see a much significant fall OI, significant rise in the OI here. This is exactly what the trending OI wanted it. The trending OI graph, when we access, gives a graphical view of the movement as it happened. You can select the time frame as 15 minutes. That's exactly what we are looking at, correct? Perfect? Yes. Now, see this? This is on a index, especially for Nifty and the Bank Nifty, but now you can look it for Fin Nifty or Mid Cap Nifty on expiry days. The long conditions, can you see this? The OI should be falling like this. The OI on the put side should be rising. This is the area where the crossover is happening. From there, the move is happening. P should cross above the CE. Interval should be 5 minutes or 15 minutes. RSI should be less than 75. In this scenario, 75 to 80 is also fine considering it's a new index. They're just keeping it above and above. And most important thing is, they are taking it above the previous day. So indirectly, they are saying we are going to be keep moving higher and higher without even giving you an opportunity. Okay, next. In this scenario, I will buy a put or sell the futures or buy a futures. Where I would buy? I would buy the futures here or buying a call, which we have done. And then you can sell a put as well. Now it has moved from 70 to 80. It's better I go to 9,050 odd levels, which is trading at 60, 62 levels. From almost 1% down, the index is moving towards 0.5% up. This is crazy rally. And the most important thing is, this is more or like in a vertical one. Now I would definitely wanted to see some kind of a pullback happening before getting into the next move. Guys, I don't know how, but whatever the things which I wanted to teach you all on that particular day, the market gives you a perfect example. I can't get you much better than that. How many of you now love the live session? Because this is the topic which we have wanted to cover today. And the market is saying, Shiva, you wanted to cover it, right? I'll show you well before that. Now, short conditions, OI increase in the CEOI, decrease in the PE, and crossover, similar to this. OI on the put side should be falling, CE should be going higher. This is what we witnessed in the Bank Nifty. I'll show you the Bank Nifty for today. Just see this Bank Nifty in the morning. Can you see this? Put side OI is falling, call side OI is increasing. Now what is happening here? Are we going to be getting to see a double crossover? One, and then the second one on the Bank Nifty? Possible. But way the mid-cap Nifty is done, exactly, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. This is exactly I'd love to see. Okay, the OI intraday, the complete trend reversal, perfectly happening. Even in this scenario, when it is falling, the RSI should be at least greater than 25. In that scenario, we will buy a put, sell a call, or sell the futures. I'll now show you examples. This is a short trade example. This has happened on 30th November. RSI is 49. We can buy a put or sell a call. Can you see what has happened? Especially if it is happening around 10:30, 11, I would be totally loving it. Why? Because the trend is already getting cleared. You are getting to see the OI continuously rising on the call side, OI continuously falling on the put side. I will buy a put or sell a call based on this. You can see every half an hour they are making a day low and so on. It is consistently in that direction. This is one example, right? But don't try to go anything after 2:30. Why? After 2:30, they normally unwind the position. You can see both call and the put OI unwinding drastically in the second half. This is the time for us to completely stay away. In this one, when the trending OI crossover happened, this was the moment. From there, look at the fall. It has fallen from 43,350 odd levels to 43,150, almost 200 to 300 points. You would have got it, and you would have got a reversal trades as well at the Super 10 and the VWAP levels. Next, long trade example. Let's see whether it is going to be similar to today. Is this looking similar to today? Little bit gap, but almost we are getting there. Now, for any reasons, today it will be tough for me to go on the put side unless and until they break the VWAP. So every dip towards the VWAP, I would love to buy it. I would love to buy it. I think you guys are like in one of the most luckiest batch after my first batch, I believe. Because even in the first batch, whatever the topics which we used to teach, every day that used to happen like crazy. Every other batch also happens, but I see more correlation in terms of first batch and your batch actually. I don't know. For some reason, you guys are the lucky ones. I told you September will always be special when we do the session. Even the first batch happened in September. This has been the exact scenario. Okay. Now, I'm just going to be looking for a support trade. Guys, if it is coming near to this, I wouldn't miss it. Okay. Even if I'm there on some other chart, please do remind me so that I'll show you a live. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Next, this is another example wherein the market clearly giving you a reward based on the trending OI crossover. Guys, I'm telling you one more time. This particular feature is available only in OI Pulse, and I don't think anybody would have identified and given you this kind of an explanation anywhere across the world. And I can proudly say these are the features which makes OI Pulse a unique one which can help you not only for intraday positional as well. Tell me honestly, have you ever seen this feature anywhere with this kind of a clear explanation given to you with all the data which has been available? And it's not as if like something which is happening now. It has happened and I'm showing you well and truly on. Correct? It is not only happening in the past, it is happening in your live market as well. Okay? So make use of it. Make use of it. Whatever that I'm giving it to you because it has all come from years of experience. Please make use of it. Now, most importantly, where is going to be my next entry? Do you think I'll be able to enter here? Though the market is continuously rising, going higher and higher, it's going to be very difficult for me to get an entry now. It is going to be very difficult for me to get an entry now. I think those who are playing today in mid-cap Nifty, especially the sellers, they would have literally lost tons and tons of money. Now look at the Bank Nifty. It is following the suit of mid-cap Nifty now. OI went down. There is not significant move. And let's look at quickly all the data points. VIX has been at 10.81. Bank Nifty trying to break that blue line. What did I say about the blue line? They needed to break this resistance. Whenever they are breaking a resistance or the support levels, they will normally do it with volume. That is the confirmation that these guys are headed much higher and higher. Are you able to see a live example here again? What did I say about the blue line? They took the resistance here a couple of times and then trying to break it with a volume. Wow. Beauty. It's a beauty again. It's always great when you learn certain things in life, and if you see that happening in your life, how beautiful it is, right? No, blue line is not today's high. It is sometime back. These guys were just playing around in the territory. That's the reason we have drawn that line. So if you look at it, in the past, that is the area wherein you would have seen the support and the resistance. And most importantly, I think I would have drawn it earlier when it was trying to take a support for the whole day and then trying to break it. And even the next day, when they were trying to break it, that was the level wherein they broke it with volume. Okay, so that's the reason that particular level acts as an important support and the resistance. On the upside, you can look at it. The next resistance comes somewhere around 45,026 odd levels. Okay, so 45,026, because that is the area even in the past, they were trying to have some resistance. They were not able to clear it multiple times. You can see it. They went, and then tried to fall from that level. Even here, this particular level was the break, the gap which got formed. So that's the reason that particular area is going to be the next important resistance. If they're clearing that level, then probably soon you might see bigger move happening on the indices. Beautifully respected. They needed to take out, go all the way up to 19,850 odd levels now. Guys, I'll try to share the support and resistance video also today so that it will be easy, because that is not going to be I will be sharing you the video that can help you out to do that as well. Okay. Now, what is that one more thing which we wanted it? We'll see one more example. In this scenario, this is the area where the crossover happened. Now, look at where the crossover is happening today. I'll show you the mid-cap Nifty, and then the trending OI. What is the time? 12:15. Okay, 12:15. Go and look at the 12:15 candle. Can you see this? This is the area. So what I normally do is, imagine if you are trying to take an entry. I'll just show you how the entry should be. If you're taking an entry in the next candle when the crossover is happening, use this candle low as your stop loss. 1:1, or if you feel that the trend is clear, make it 1:2. Guys, days like this is where you needed to make use of this opportunity. When you're getting a trending OI crossover, perfect one and other things, use 1:1 or 1:2. If you're a positional player, keep it riding for the whole day. Keep using this level as your stop loss. But if you're a scalper, use this 1:1 or 1:2, and then you won't regret it. So how did I draw this line? Can you see this indicator which is available in OI Pulse, prediction and measurement tools? Click on that if you wanted to go on long. If you wanted to go on short, click on this, and then place where you're going to be taking an entry, and then drag it, this mark, to get your profit or loss, whatever that you wanted to set it. Okay. Now, for me now, anything coming towards this level, I wouldn't be using this as a stop loss level. What I will try to do is I'll keep 10, 20 points below, and then in case if it is coming lower, I will use that level as my opportunity to enter again, because this market is clearly now getting into the bullish range. How do we know that it is getting into bullish range? Market is moving higher, OI is moving higher. What quadrant is this? Mid cap. What quadrant is this? Now, what has this done now? OSPL signal. What is the Bank Nifty is doing? It is giving you a two candle theory. What is a two candle theory? Two consecutive bars of More than 50K. And then third candle will be your entry. First candle low will be your stop loss, correct? And what is your trending OI crossover is also showing you there. Imagine if I'm taking a trade in the 44,500. I'm using every opportunity to enter here. Using this candle low as my stop loss. Only thing is, what is happening here? Only parameter I'm not going aggressive. Why? RSI is overbought. All other parameters are in your favor. Your PSR is below. Your WMA, your super trend, your VWAP, all of these guys are below. Volume is 2, and this is good. And what is the overall OI suggesting you? It is unwinding. Short unwinding is happening. Now, as the RSI is falling, that is where I needed to make use of it. That is where I would needed to make use of it. This is a golden opportunity which I will try to make use of it. As the RSI is falling below that 70 mark, 80 mark to 75 to 80, I will try to enter. That's the reason third candle is going to be the most crucial candle when you're getting the two candle theory. Now, look at this two candle theory along with the Bank Nifty data. What has happened now? Is it getting into bullish or bearish? I'm just adding more positions as it came down and then moving it higher, I'm adding it because it is all the third candle, right? And RSI is still, can you see what has happened with the RSI once it came to 70 to 75? People like me were pounding on it. People like me were pounding on it. Now, once it is above that level, I just needed to trail it. I'm just looking for it to cross that 510 mark so that I can quickly trail it. Now, do you think I'll be losing this trade? Tell me honestly, do you think I'll be losing this trade? No way. That's it. Is the game is not beautiful? Third candle. Is this not sufficient for you to make the money and get out of the trade? If you're a scalper, what more you need? You got 10K on the trade. With only 5 lakh investment, we got 10K. Now again, the RSI is higher. Do you think I wanted to enter afresh there? If you're a small player, wait it out. If you're a large player, try to take some positions and then wait for these levels. Every dip towards this territory will be a golden opportunity. Don't miss it and then keep complaining. Don't miss it and then keep complaining. Guys, tell me now, they want to now, are you getting all the examples, whatever that you have been learning, the strategies, everything is being shown in the live market, is it all working? Yes, no. Then, in case, is the OI is a leading indicator or like a lagging indicator? Many people said, who uses OI and all? Who uses OI and all? Because we use it. We love it. Right? We love the trending OI. We love the crossover. We love the way the Bank Nifty and the Nifty giving you the clue. If this is not a leading indicator, I don't know what else you can expect it to be. Huh? What else you can expect it to be? Is this not beautiful? Now, I know the two candle has given me the trade. Next is going to be the area wherein I'm going to be taking the support trade. I'm just literally looking for that particular area. That is exactly you would need to look at and then start taking the trades. Why OI is down in the chart here? What does that mean? Jishnu, tell me. It is short covering. If you go and look at the futures, go and look at it. It will say short covering. Do you want to see that? Can you see? Prices going higher, OI coming down. It's a clear short covering. And now these guys have taken that with the volume as well. That means you have a bigger potential for it to keep moving higher and higher. Only question mark is, it has already rallied a lot and we just needed one more cushion for the RSI to cool down. RSI to cool down. So we are just going to be looking for the RSI to cool down. Just look at this chart. We are going deep in the money. Market is trading at 44,800. So if you look at 44,800, just show you the What is the delta? 44,500? 0.7 and above, correct? Is it beautiful? Absolutely. For every 1 rupee move, you'll get 70 paise. If you are a seller, look for 44,800, 44,700, 44,600 and so on. All these are having a delta of 0.5 and below. So buyer, concentrate here. Sellers, concentrate here. I've given you a clear demarcation where the buyer and where a seller. Guys, tell me honestly, after listening to all these sessions, how many of the sellers have turned into buyers in the last 7 or 8 days after this? You guys needed to be honest. Because these guys, rather than spending so much on whole day, they're just making money. Right? How many have changed? I know that impact will always be there. And waiting for the right setup, as a buyer, you don't need it 20 days in a month. Days like today, if you're getting 1-2 good opportunities, you should easily be able to make money. With no effort at all, we have done this. Correct? Imagine you're getting more and more fall today. I would love it. I would love it. Guys, keep a close tab as we are looking at this. What is happening with the Dow? What is happening with the VIX as well? Because those are your initial connecting dots. This is your Nifty. Nifty is also keep moving it higher. Only problem now is it has been a vertical rally. Nifty is not having the two candle theory like the Bank Nifty. So I'm expecting one more round wherein we may get a small fall. Still this gap is there. I'm just going to be keeping that in my mind. But overall, the market texture has started to become bullish. And playing a very safe game. Very safe game. Don't try to be aggressive. Even if you have a large capital, don't try to play. We are just playing with 1 lakh, 2 lakh and so on. With that itself, slowly you can accumulate it. Why are we not trading in the Fin Nifty? Guys, why you needed to trade in Fin Nifty when it is like an index values are low and not having an expiry? Tomorrow's the expiry. We'll play it on the Fin Nifty tomorrow. Nowadays, it has become like in a daily lottery, right? You wanted to concentrate on other things. Concentrate on the index which is going to be giving you the moves. Today, mid-cap Nifty can give. Bank Nifty, as usual, my darling, it will give you a move on any day if the market is moving in its favor. Moreover, Bank Nifty has met my target in terms of the all the parameters, two candle theory. Then when you have all the setup in your favor, then go along, take a trade confidently, be there with the trade. Okay. In the meantime, we will look at one more example. Short trade. I will be sharing you this PPT. I want you to go through all the examples. Okay, the trending OI crossover, how it has given you the data, how it has been like in a when it is a low probability. This particular example, you guys see it. This is a low probability guy. In this example, if you look at it, this happened on 22nd November, 12:30 is the crossover time. RSI was 57. Buying a call, selling a put in this scenario. Can you see the gap is not getting widened? Always remember, when the gap is not getting widened, what is the gap today? This is your mid-cap Nifty. Can you see how the gap is getting widened? This is how I would love to see it. And now, as it is moving higher, the call OI is also moving higher. What is the clue now? That means there is a probability we might see some kind of a consolidation happening at these levels, and then the market may just play around in the territory. This is on mid-cap. This is on Bank Nifty. Can you see what the Bank Nifty is doing? Which index is getting more stronger now? Which index is getting more stronger? Is the Bank Nifty getting more stronger? Why I say it is getting more stronger? You have all the parameters in the book. OI is coming down. That means shorts are covering their position. Plus, the trending OI data is clearly suggesting, Shiva, they have come down heavily. From almost 1.3 crore, it has come down to 50. And here, from almost 80 lakhs, it has gone to 1.2. Complete reversal. Whenever you see this complete reversal, that is the day you needed to be really, really confident. Now, all I want is one good support near to the super trend. Those who missed an opportunity for the two candle theory, if you're a 1 or 2 lot player, wait for this. If you missed this, wait for this. Don't go for the support trade at the WME. I would definitely look for one support trade at the super trend, one more at the VWAP. Clear? Let's see whether we are going to be getting that. In the meantime, this is a low probability guy. We don't want the OI to be like in going similarly 11 lakhs, sorry, 1.1 crore, 1.1 crore. This is like an 1.2. All this will lead you to only a short move. Don't go for that. Okay, we needed in those days. What will happen? You can see it. The market will be in a sideways. Though the trend and everything is there to be bullish, but it will not give you major moves. How to avoid it? You will be able to get to see that in the crossover data. This is again a short trade on the downside. Similarly, even here, you had a couple of crossovers happening immediately. Just say, for example, if you had taken a trade here, it would have given you a profit here, and if you have been extending, you would have lost all your profit, and then it started to fall. This is like in a freight crossover. Very rarely you will be seeing it, but if it is happening, this is the freight, one of the freight crossovers. Come on, Bank Nifty, can you come towards this territory, please? You might get to see, like, look at this level. It is 44,900. This one is around 44,800. That means you can expect a 100-point fall. If you're expecting a 100-point fall, how much on this premium will fall? I showed you the delta. Now I want you guys to give me the calculation. Why not WMA? Why WMA is a weak one? Good. So where exactly I needed to be prepared to buy more? Where exactly I needed to be prepared to buy more in case if it is falling? Around 430 to 440 odd levels, because if there is a sudden fall happening heading towards the territory, I should be ready. But what I have done is I've taken some kind of a quantity around 450, and that is it is moving. I will use that small scalps. Okay, every 10 rupees, 15 rupees, if I'm able to get it, I will try to buy it. And then you can see it from 496, we have bought it up to 506. This is called as a pyramiding. You just needed to pyramid as it is moving higher and higher. As it is moving lower, if you are averaging, as it is moving higher, you also needed to buy it. Why? Because if you are not able to buy all your quantities, then the rally would have happened and then you would be sitting with no quantity at all. So it's always important you buy it on the move and buy it on the down move as well. So how will you be able to buy it? Keep a median. If your median is around 480, you say yourself, from 480 to 500, I'll buy it. From 480 to 460, I'll buy it with 440 as a target. Sorry, a stop loss, and 540 as a target. So you needed to ready to buy on both the sides and keep a benchmark below and above as your target and stop loss. That is where we will be using the risk calculator. When I will show you the risk calculator, you will understand that. So how do we decide the median? Imagine if it is coming near to the support, this is your median, correct? If the two theory is getting formed, the third candle will be your median level. So that is how you needed to identify the median. So imagine if you're taking a median trade here, till which level you will be able to buy it? Till this level. Then you needed to look at the target also corresponding to that. Okay? Now, it almost bought from 490 to, it has gone above that 520 mark, right? From here, don't buy it. Instead, start to trail it. Okay? You keep trailing. That is the only way you will be able to make money. Guys, don't tell me I'm not teaching you all the techniques, whatever that I have learned. I can't give you much better and a clearer example for all of you. Is it not beautiful? It has triggered it. We got it. Done. That is the way it should be. Brokerage would be higher. Guys, I'm telling you, we have given you two options. Imagine if I'm making 36, or after all the taxes and everything, there is going to be no brokerage because I'm paying upfront of 3,999, so that the brokerage is covered and we get a stable platform for us to trade, and I might get around 32, 30K. That's more than sufficient. What more you need? Guys, if you're going to be like in 3,999 for the entire month, and how much capital we deployed? Is it not like I'm too big? Did I deploy this entire 20 lakhs in any given trade? Now, again, I'm getting an opportunity as it is moved from 530 to 505. So what am I going to do? I'll start to take a position here and I will add more positions here. As a scalper, you captured that move. You captured the move from 500 to 520, 530 odd levels. Now again 500, you are capturing it again. This is what a trending day, on a trending day where we will be able to make use of that opportunity. Okay, this is the make use of the opportunity on a trending day. Clear? Guys, I'll share the link again for both TradeSmart and Expresso in the account. Please open it, keep it ready. Want this to be cool off a bit so that it can come down towards the support territory, and then we will be able to take more support trades here. Guys, you can trade on any platform or theirs or like an ours, whatever it is, everything, it can be intraday, equity, everything is all included. There is not going to be any additional charges on the brokerage for that. Intraday positional, you can play on their platform, one click. There is no API charges or anything. So where a beginner should enter? Once the RSI is cooling off, every dip is an opportunity when the RSI is below that 75 mark. Okay, that is where. Imagine if the RSI is not cooling off, then you needed to wait for it to cool off. Take, for example, any time when it comes here and here, I would take an opportunity using this level as my stop loss. That is 44,732. So keep a risk reward based on your entry and use this level as your stop loss. And just trying to add some more positions. I'm just going to be waiting for one large opportunity. That should be good for us. Yes, we are working on certain reports and other things in one click. We will get to see that, Bijesh. 3999 is for the month, not for one day, guys. Unlimited trades in a month. You can do unlimited trades. Guys, I've seen several platforms, but honestly, like in TradeSmart has been pretty stable for me. That's the reason. Yes, super trend will be a big support when you see that two candle theory getting formed. Dow is 88, which is a good sign. That's what we wanted it, right? Dow keep continuing to go higher and higher. As the market is giving you an opportunity to go higher on this, we also needed to see that Dow giving you the move. Dow is also giving you the move. That's very good sign. That's very good sign. Days like this is where I would just look for another 70, 80 point fall and then try to take the positions. Guys, yes, again and again I repeat, you can do unlimited trading for 3999. Only all other statutory charges will be applying. Anything which you are paying for the government in terms of the STT or the, what to say, the exchange turnover charges and other things. But intraday brokerage, if you're buying it in Zerodha, you will pay 20 rupees per order. Right here, nothing will be there. Nothing will be there. Why to take a trip? Because the market has already rallied and we needed to wait for the levels. Imagine if you're taking a trade here and if the market started to correct, what will happen? You will, by the time it comes to the support level, you would have already been in a loss, big loss, and then you will exit your position. Rather than taking it here, I would know that there is going to be a bigger support here. I would wait for the support to come and then take a trade at these levels. That's the reason we are looking for it. Guys, with some of the like in a zero brokerage firms, you would have seen it. They all have been down and out on certain days. Whatever the brokerage which you would have saved for the whole year, they would take it away in one single day. Not only your brokerage, they would have taken your complete capital as well. Okay, the reason why I chose this particular strike, 44,500, the pure logical reason is it is in the money strike. That's a reason. You can choose 44,500 or 44,600. Still, those are also good. I'll show you that. Any strike which is above since it is not an expiry day, I can go up to 0.65 as well. 44,700, 44,600, all this can also be a good one. 44,500 is the best, zero point 0.7, and zero point 0.8 is here. But this is a round strike, which can give you a lot of liquidity. And you can clearly see that's the area wherein the volume is also higher apart from 44,600. That's the reason we are using this. Now, the gap is getting widened more and more. Then it is giving you confidence more and more. Any dip, I would be happy, happy, happy. Come on, get me some more moves, please. On the downside. Guys, I'm not averaging it aggressively here. Why? Currently, I've deployed around 1.2 lakhs. I wanted to deploy this 20% only when it comes all the way to here. So what I normally do is, if I'm deploying 2% here, 4% here, 8% here, balance 20%, overall 20% should be here. Okay, so if you're planning to deploy your 20% of your capital, this is the area wherein you needed to deploy it. Can we get it further, lower? Come on, get it further. Nope. What is happening with the Dow now? Is it going to be helpful or not? It's going to be a beautiful one, right? So that's a reason. What is happening with the mid-cap Nifty? Since we got a 2 candle, here they are going to be keeping it in a particular place and then they are starting to add more positions. Not bad. They are now, I think, making the mid-cap Nifty also going crazy. This is getting into more crazy moves on the mid-cap Nifty now. Will the Bank Nifty be able to do it? I'll just show you the mid-cap chart. It's clearly heading towards higher highs, right? One candle, all it takes, and then keeps moving higher and higher. It will be giving you the rewards. Bank Nifty, it is just taking a pass. I think they're just playing on different indices now. Okay. Guys, it's a nightmare for mid-cap. Why I say that it's a nightmare? Just see this option chart where it is. We'll just see from 9,000. Went to 6 from almost 7, the levels at which it was around 58, 56. It was somewhere around 90 odd levels, went to 6 rupees. The sellers would have thought this is going to be heading towards zero. I will add more position, and that's the reason they added. And then it started to just jump from here 16 to 128. The last candle moved from almost 98 to 127, 30 point. Wow, that's pretty large. That's pretty large. And on the other hand, now this OI is going higher and higher. 9025, similar story from 3 rupees to 100 rupees. Next, 1 rupee to 78. Imagine if you have had 1 lakh, your money would be 78 lakhs. This is gambling, nothing else. This is hardcore gambling. 1 rupee to 55. Wow. And it is almost 0 rupee to 33. Look at this. From 35 paise to 33. I don't know what to say. Guys, I think they just wanted to either make you overnight millionaires or a billionaire. Okay. So we have around 500 quantities. The market is just playing around in the territory. Guys, these are the moments wherein you will get lured more. When you look at all these kind of charts, everything, you will get lured more. Okay, please, please be careful. That doesn't mean you needed to go and take a trade in the OTM. Please avoid. Always play in the money and at the money. That's very important. That's very important. Now, this is almost a very good trending day. This is how the trending day will look like. How the trending day will look like, you will continue to see one particular OIs keep on going higher and higher till second half, till 2:30. Now you know the reason why I don't want you to trade after 2:30. If you see after 2:30, both OI on the call side and put side, it will be continuously falling. So it's always important to get to see a gap widening. Okay. If you go and see this, every 1 hour they would have been making a new low, and you can also see the market would have been continuously falling. Clear? Beautiful day. Beautiful day. This is another long trade example. In this one, the move happened after 12:45. You can see a fake breakout and then the real move happened. This normally happens on certain days, but you needed to be prepared to book your loss and then get on the other side. Okay, that is important. Once the crossover is again happening, be ready to book your loss and then move on the other side. Can you see this? It went, hit your like in a stop losses here, and then started to move higher crazy way. This is where the crossover happened, and it tested your patience near to the VWAP level. And they didn't break the VWAP with volume, so you would have had some confidence that this market is not going down. Once this moves higher with volume, then yes, crazy moves is starting to happen. This is another example. You can see a fake breakout and then the real one, and then it is almost similar to the Bank Nifty today. I wouldn't say Bank Nifty is like in a fake today, but it is almost giving you the clue. It went, then went higher. In fact, today would have been an opportunity wherein you can make money on both the sides. It's not only one side, you could have made money on both the sides, and it gave you that opportunity today. And then now it is clearly like an rocking. So what is happening in our position? It is just stuck at that 500 odd levels. 500 level to 512. I'm just adding, still it is not giving you. So what can happen in this scenario? You have been waiting for that level. Sometimes what will happen is, sometimes from here they will do one large candle similar to this. Similar to the mid-cap Nifty, you will see two large candles heading higher and higher, because after a consolidation, and if they are not able to move it lower, you might see a sudden up move happening. There is a possibility that can happen in the Bank Nifty today. Okay, so that's the reason having some quantity here will give us some leeway. Okay, so if we are having like for 300, 400 quantities, this can also give me like a large move. I'm just going to go up to like in 500 quantities, and then we have deployed around 3 or 4%. Yes, 3%. So we will deploy the remaining ones as it comes lower. If this one goes to 530 odd mark, we will trail this one. Anyway, we have kept a stop loss at 435, but we will revisit it as and when it falls. Because 70, 75 point is the fall which I'm expecting, right? We'll see. Always remember to place a stop loss. If there is a sudden news wherein the market tends to react, you will still be able to make an exit out of the trade. Guys, the taxes and other things will be based on your turnover and the number of entries which you make and so on, but brokerage won't be there. There won't be any taxes for the brokerage. So VIX is it really up? I don't think so. It is just still trading between the 10.6 to 10.94 levels. It's neither moving up, neither moving lower. Bank Nifty is the one wherein I wanted to see a big support. Come on, get me there, get me there. I will be able to take more positions. We are just waiting for that level. Dow is almost 100 points. Beauty, beauty, beauty. If it comes to 480, we will add. 460, we will add. 430, we will add more aggressive. Is it coming towards the 480 mark? As I'm talking, what is the market is doing to you? It is coming there. What a beautiful way to see everything happening in the live market. It is coming near to the support territory. What I needed to do? I needed to add more positions there, correct? Waiting for it and make use of the levels. Now already it has given me some good profit here. Once it crosses the 490 mark, I'll cut down some positions and then run the remaining. So we have deployed around 10% now. Adding more here. Keep it going, keep it going. Guys, this is the support trade which I'm playing for. Near to the super trend. With all the might they have taken it lower, I needed to make use of that opportunity. So what was the profit prior to this? We had around 18K on this one. Keep a close eye on that 18K. I'm just reducing some quantity, which we bought it at the lower levels. Is it taking a perfect support? Still it hasn't touched it, right? So I still have an opportunity there, correct? I'm just looking to buy more, again at that 480 mark. Keep it going. Let it go near to this level in case if the next candle comes here, breaks it. I would love to see it. Now, when you have a large gap between the super trend and the VWAP, when you have nearby area from where the market has rallied, you needed to use that level as a support. Okay, I'll be using that level as a support. Okay, next candle is getting formed. Dow is 114 points up, whereas our Bank Nifty is trying to falter. Can they? Can they not? So again, remember, how much is the capital we have deployed? Around 8%. I'm just going to be waiting for it because it is heading towards the territory. So what is the advantage here? With whatever the profits which I have taken, it is not giving me a major loss, right? Otherwise, by this time, it would have been showing me a major loss. Since we have exited the position and then re-entering, using the profits for the next entry. So something wherein I entered initially at 500 with the same profit, even entering at 470, my profit is still the same or more. How it is possible? Because we were able to enter, exit the position. Again, when it is coming lower, we are re-entering it. That is the advantage of doing a scalping. That is the advantage of doing a scalping. And when I know this is the level wherein I can expect the support, I can go in confidently. Correct? Can it cross that 490 mark? All we need is just one big candle, taking it out, and then we should be done. So I'm just taking out some 300 quantities out of that. And then once it crosses the 490 mark, I'll try to trail it from 485. Now our stop loss is 485. I don't think we'll be able to lose this trade. Already we are getting close to 56. We are almost doubled whatever the profits which we were in. And then keep trailing with a 5-point gap. So that if there is another round of correction, still we'll be able to get an exit. Is it not beautiful? The trade is done. How many of you see this? Guys, how did we do this? Is it not working perfectly as per our setup? How many of you feel trading is difficult now? I am showing you every day, not only one day, 2 day. We have seen this continuously on 7 days. Am I not showing you that? Is it all live trade? Is it working? So whatever the things which you would have heard about me, now you know how it is difficult for you to execute it, but like I'm showing you live so that you all will be able to know how it is beautifully can be done. So when you will be able to panic, when you will be panicking, imagine if you are taking a trade here. When you will be panicking, if that level would have been here and if you'd have taken a position, when it comes here, naturally you will panic. But when I'm taking my trade here, even if I lose, I will be losing the maximum here, right? That's the reason I'm asking you to wait for the setup to come to you rather than you chasing it. Clear? Guys, the confidence will come once you trust the setup and wait for the setup to come to you. You don't need it to go and take a trade. No one is asking you to. Guys, the reason why I'm doing it in the live markets, I could easily say, guys, always take a trade. When it crosses the two candle, take a trade here and then exit here. When it is coming here, take a trade. Why am I doing it in the live markets? When I show you this is how it is done with the setup and everything, it will be easy for you to gain the confidence. Guys, from this session, I'm not going to ask you, and you guys needed to replicate my trades and other things. You needed to gain the confidence. How will you gain a confidence when you see an experienced folk who is handling the volume and everything, who is showing you how it is done in the live market? Is this not hit your target? 1:2 risk reward? Absolutely, it has given you that. Is the work say like a trending Y crossover and the crossover everything working fine? Absolutely. Tell me honestly, in spite of all this, if you're still having a pressure on you to take a trade, is it because of the training or is it because of you? I can only show, guys, this is the area. Every day I go to the fishing. I go see here, there are a lot of fishes. Today I will get like an one fish, which will be two candle theory. Tomorrow I'll take another fish, which will be a trending high crossover. Day after tomorrow, open and high crossover. Because different fish will taste differently, right? So whatever the fish which I'm able to get it, I will taste it. On that particular day, I'll be happy. But what is happening? Earlier, I think the entire river is full of like in a fish. I needed to catch all the fish today itself. Guys, it's a golden pond. It's a golden river. The fish is going to be there every day. It's up to us. Take what we can consume on that particular day, come back home, cook that food, have nice meal, go back next day, start your day fresh. Yes, there will be days wherein you would have put your swing and then you would not have got one even single fish. Or there would be a rainy day wherein you would not even be able to take your trades, or there would be a rainy day or a storm day wherein you got caught and you would have lost something. Your like in your what to say your fishing material, that is your capital. On that particular day, you just needed to be happy that only the fishing rod has gone, not your entire kit which you are keeping it in the car. That means 20 or 30% or 5% or 10% of your capital is gone. Be happy with that. Then you needed to work on other things. Is this not beautifully moving towards that move? What a beautiful way to get the trade done. Once again. Guys, I can't give you much clearer and a better example. Okay? Everything happens for a reason. If you guys are destined to meet Shiva at this particular time, in the particular year, it is all needed to happen. Somewhere there will be a turning point in your life. Think that this is going to be that moment. I can only take you there. From here, I wanted you all to be walk with me. And already there has been a road which has been created. I don't want you to create another road for you, because when you're creating, there will be a lot of thorns and other things. Then you might poke your legs and everything. But when I'm saying, guys, there is a road which I found, which is a easy and a better way to go and reach that river, and I'm showing it to you. Guys, I can understand if this strategy, whatever that I have shared, if it has worked on one day, if it is not. But every day, whatever the things which we are learning, it has been coming and giving you the result. Then, rather than looking for another, like in a setup, another thing, which I have been following 6 years, which has been giving you the result, I'm sharing it with you. Why you wanted to reinvent the wheel? That is what is happening with most of the people. Why? What will happen? They will attend Shiva's training. After a month, the market may not provide you much opportunities because that is a rainy day. You won't be able to catch the fish. Then you will say, I think Shiva's strategy is not working. Let me go find another trainer and another strategy. Another trainer and another strategy. That you will start to do that. Then again, what will happen? You will go do it. That strategy will also work for a month. And then you will say, oh no, man, this strategy is not working. Let me go find another guy. By within 2-3 years, you would have attended at least 10 or 15 or trainers, and you would have learned at least 20-30 strategies. You know what will happen? The next day when the market opens, you will not know today what strategy I needed to deploy. I learned that, I learned this, I learned this, I like this. Now I'm totally confused, not to knowing what to do. Not knowing what to do. I'm just adding few position. It went to 500, coming back again. Beautiful. Can it come one more candle here? Because still now, can you see now? 3 lines of defense is there. 1, WMA, 2, super trend, and 3 is your VWAP. Already, the PSR has gone above, but is it a concern for you? Is the PSR forming here, or is it forming near to the candles? Is it forming near to the candle? More importantly, connect the dots now. Dow, from 60 odd points, it has gone to 112, green. VIX, it has from morning, it has not been making any news between 10.5 to 11. But again, from the opening high, it has been falling. Good news. Now, all your bank stocks have risen. Next, if you go and look at the trending OI data, it is clearly giving you a clue. Call side, the OI has drastically fallen. Put side, the OI is increasing. That means the writers have started focusing on the put side. The call side, they are not doing anything. 1, 2, 3, all of them in your favor. Next, when you're looking at the chart, it has already given you a 2-candle theory. And the most important thing, the RSI went overbought. Any dip towards this territory would be a golden opportunity for me to buy. Correct? Am I using that opportunity? Yes. When it is coming near to the support trade, I will take more. I will take more. Correct? Those are the things which is going to be making you a better trader. Now, rather than using my entire 1 crore to make this, I'm only using part of my capital to play and then make whatever the money which I needed to make. Correct? Is it doable? 2%, 3%? With a small capital, yes, it is possible. But don't keep the like an expectation similar to the way when you are handling a small capital. Okay? Now the market is, every rise is getting sold. Where exactly you needed it? I want it to come here and then below. Is it going to be coming there? I'm just going to be waiting and watching. It comes to 474, 60, and then it is moving it higher. They don't want to come and touch that level. Can you see this? Beautiful. I will reduce around 360 and then retain the small ones. How are we doing it? Like, how many minutes it took from 30K or 20K to 60K? Where did we start? When we started here, we were at around 30K. Now we have almost doubled our profit. Did the market did too much? No, but we are almost doubled our profits. This is how I do it on a trending day when it is a buy on dips. Is there a small gap near to the super trend? Yes, this gap, like, and I'm expecting that to get filled. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But is it a beautiful market? Absolutely, yes. Come on, get it there, get it there. One more move, please. Can they make it another move? Nope. Guys, one thing which I would say is, in case if you're looking for your previous profit, keep a reminder here. What was your previous profit? Just keep it add, because sometimes when you're entering into the same strike again and again, you just need to remember that. You just need to remember that. Clear? Guys, I will only look for the super trend trade only once. But since it has not touched, that's the reason I'm getting multiple opportunities. Imagine after the two candle theory, we will look for super trend support trade once. Still, has it touched it? No. That's the reason we are going for multiple times. I wanted to see a sudden candle and then a reversal in the same one. But good news for me is the way the Dow is playing out. Good news for me is the way the Dow is playing out. Okay, so if you look at the Nifty, it just went and then falling lower. Correct? What is happening with the Nifty now? Will I go and take a trade in the Nifty? No. First and foremost, did it form a two candle theory in Nifty? No. Then why should I be like and worried about that? Now I should be worried about only this support. It's almost fallen to 460 odd levels. Let it fall. Let it fall. They fill in the gaps. Let it fall. Because we have played multiple times in that area. I wanted these guys to come down faster. Guys, you can use whichever the, like in trading view or OI pulse, whichever you feel comfortable, you can use it. 450, 452. I'm adding more positions here. Why? Can you see the reason? What it does? What did it do when it came to the super trend first time? Is it playing out well as of now? I'll keep only 460 quantities and then run it. Let this candle close. So you are also trying to protect your profit. You're also trying to play with your money that you have been deploying. Be smart in that. Adding some positions again. Why am I adding this? Can anyone say? This candle still it has not closed. Most importantly, it has taken that support at the super trend and it is still playing at that territory. Only once breaks that level, then I needed to be in a worry. Why? After breaking the super trend, it will take some time for these guys to catch up. In this scenario, it has already been like in playing in that territory, and then they're just making a small move here and there. They're not making a large moves. Okay, once it touched the super trend, what will be the target? Usually you can look for 10, 20 points, 30 points. Sometimes it can go all the way up here. So someone who's taking a super trend support trade, use 10, 20 points below as your stop loss and then run it for the whole day if you're a scalper. If you're a scalper, use the previous highs and then try to run it up to that level. I don't think I'll be losing this trade again. We have made enough money. That's it. So I'm just showing you how easily you can do it. And most importantly, when it is coming near to the super trend, was the volume higher? No. On the put side, no. Again, if it is coming lower, though it is a risky trade for the newbies, experienced players, since it is not falling with the volume, I would look to take a small trade there. Newbies, avoid it. Experienced traders, if you are like in a really keen, because the trend is very much clear, right? The Dow is clear, and then you are getting the trending over clear. Very rarely you'll be getting this kind of a day. In those days, play it well, play it well. Imagine if you're getting able to make 2-3% today, okay, or 4% today. What will happen? Even for the next 4 days, even if you don't get any trade, you should be happy. You should be very happy. Yes, the VWAP is too far. Don't use VWAP in this scenario as your stop loss. Once it breaks the super trend, if you feel Shiva like and it's very far, way too far, and I can't hold it till that level, based on your risk appetite, keep a 50 point and keep a 50 point on the upside, keep it. Or 20 points below, 20 points above. Now, even if you're keeping 20 points, is it giving you the profit? Absolutely, yes. Once it crosses the 485 mark, we'll keep it at 480. I think your WMA, your pawn has turned against you. That guy is trying to say, no, 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 I'm not going to let you go above. Correct? What is making me to go into the trade confidently? Guys, learn the dynamics. Okay. You all will be like in looking at the same chart, looking at the same thing. But learn the dynamics, how we are doing it. Okay, so the minor details is what is going to make you a great trader. Everybody would be looking at the same chart, millions and millions. They all will be looking into trade. It's up to us to make use of it, how it plays out, and then enter, exit, do all those things. I think it got triggered 65. So it is just not being able to move it. Let's see whether there is going to be some kind of a move below this. No, Dow is not making much noise. It's staying above 100, right? All of a sudden, if the Dow moves from 100 to point 60 or 50, then we might see a big move happening here. Otherwise, we might see this market just heading towards the territory and then making a small move here and there. That's it. Guys, based on your capital, again and again, I'm repeating it to you. Based on your capital, if you're a small player, you can buy only 1, 2 lots. You have to wait till here. If you can buy 10 lots, then if you're starting to buy from here, 2 lots here, 4 lots here, 6 lots here, this should be your area. If you feel that, Shiva, like I can buy 100 lots, then 10 lots here, 20 lots here, 40 here, and then the balance here so that you will be able to play out your maximum near to the area wherein the support is available. And at the same time, this can give you a loss also significantly only here, not here. If you'd have bought everything here, the loss would be pretty significant here. Next, look at this. Once it has taken the support, when it is coming the second time, will you take a support trade here? I would avoid it. It has been testing that 460 to 450 mark multiple times. I wanted to see what they're going to be doing, going to the lower level, and then I will take a action. Okay, it has been like in continuously falling, and they are not able to like in give you a much bigger move. And the Nifty is also there. Guys, trading gaps at this juncture, newbie, I would ask them to avoid it because it is not for like 1-2 lot players. It is for large players. If you're a large player, if you're playing for a gap, imagine if you're playing for this gap. When is like, and if you're looking for a fall, you would needed to wait for 30 minutes for it to make the move. So in the next 30 minutes, if you're buying something on the put side, it has to immediately do it. In that scenario, go for in the money that is 400, 500 rupees in the put and then look for it. If it is quickly keep on moving like this, imagine if the gap is not getting filled and you're continuously getting to see that, keep 100 point on the upside and 100 points on the downside and then exit the position. At the same time, at the same time, once this move is continuously going up and up, don't even consider this gap for the day. Okay, normally they don't. Unless and until there is a complete shift happening in the Dow, you won't see the gap is going to be getting filled for the day. Clear? Okay. So on that note, I'll be sharing you those examples again. Guys, I want you to go through all the examples which has been shared. We have taken so much of pain to share all these examples because there are several examples. You will understand how each and every example plays out in the market. I don't think you guys would have taken so much of effort, but we have taken so much of effort to provide you that. Why are we using the future chart? Because futures is the traded instrument, not the spot chart, right? That's the reason we keep always using the future chart. From 460 again, it is back at that 470 mark. Okay, so let's take a lunch break. How was it today's session, guys? I think we are stepping one step ahead on every session. You guys tell me honestly, on day 1, how was your knowledge? To day 7, how was your knowledge today? Has it improved a lot with so much of setup and everything? Guys, yes, there are few queries which I couldn't answer because it has been like in too many messages and nothing, but we will have a session wherein I'll try to address all your queries. Don't worry. Okay, great. Thanks, guys. Guys, I told you the coupon codes for the OI Pulse and One Click. I've given all you the access. I'll just share the codes again. It is Shiva OI 22, so 25 for both OI Pulse and One Click. You can use the same code to avail the discount. Okay, so guys, don't miss it because this is a special code which has been given only to you. Guys, you will be able to see the expiry of your billing plan under the profile picture here under my billings. Abhishek, as I told you, you can look at the levels for you to decide. Based on the delta, you can calculate the points for you to get either higher or lower. Okay, so you'll be able to see all your plans. Imagine if I bought it in 2020 till today, what are the plans active? And you can buy multiple plans as well. As and when your current plan expires, the new plan will kick in, so you won't lose a single date. But I think you can use the coupon code only once or twice, maybe. Okay. Yes, today's day is almost done. People who have been looking for today's day, I think by this time you should have been happy. Okay. Okay, great. We'll be back.
Recording stopped.